This is the Govee Galaxy Projector 2 Pro, the newest flagship in Galaxy Star Projector lineup. But how does it actually stack up against the first generation Galaxy Pro? And more importantly, where does it stand in the universe of disc-based planetariums on the market? Let's find out. Govee claims to have re-engineered just about everything from their original Pro model, from the optics to the disc system, and even the projection engine itself. So let's see how it actually delivers. This is the Future Space Collective, where we explore the world of products for imagination. As always, chapter time codes and deal links are in the description below, which go a long way to help support the channel at no extra cost to you. I recommend purchasing direct from the Govee store, which is linked below, to ensure you're getting an authentic projector with the best customer service, but I've also included the links to compare the current pricing on Amazon. Boom! And here it is now. Look at that box. Pretty epic little product photos they've shot. It's coming. Little quick instruction guide. You can see the lens poking out. Ooh. This is a thing of beauty. Let's take a look at how they pack the bottom up here. They give you a power brick, the base, USB power cable, microfiber cloth, which will come in handy, and the discs. Okay, so let's peel. Don't forget to peel off the one on the lens. Top peel, got some weight to it. It's a really, really beautiful looking Galaxy projector. Look at that. I love the new dark theme they've got going on. Having unboxed a ton of Galaxy projectors, this one definitely has a super high-end feel to it. The included disc set, 8 included discs, as we can see here, with a piece of plastic for dust and fingerprints, magnetic booklet. So this is what we're looking like with everything that's included. It has a disconnected base design, meaning you can position it and tilt it freely on any flat surface. So this design is great for dialing in the perfect angle, whether you're projecting on a wall or a ceiling. So this outer silver looking part rotates, and that's how you set the focus, which is a very important step operating the projector, as this ring here is going to be how we fine-tune the image clarity every time you change your projection distance. So on the body, we have 4 buttons, which do have a physical click to them. Right behind this area, there is the inbuilt speaker, which works well enough for the included ambient tracks, but I probably wouldn't be using this for music, even though you can indeed connect to it as a Bluetooth speaker in a pinch. Power-wise, it runs on a USB-C input. It can also be powered from a portable battery bank, which is great for easily moving around the unit and keeping things portable if needed. So what makes this projector unique from others on the market? So the Galaxy Projector 2 Pro is basically a hybrid between a home planetarium, a laser star projector, and an ambient sound machine. It's rare to see all 3 elements integrated into one unit, but Govee does pull it off beautifully. The result is a unique sensory experience combining rich, immersive imagery with calming soundscapes that make the whole projection come alive. It is designed for darker rooms where it fills your space with imaginative visuals inspired by galaxies, nebulas, and the night sky. It uses a 4 megapixel optical projection system that covers about a 200 square foot projection surface area and up to 300 to 400 square feet at longer distances. If you're not familiar how these things work, traditional disc projectors rotate the disc inside slowly, and that reveals different parts of the scene over time. So what you're looking at in the first minute is probably going to be different than what you're looking at after 15 minutes, of course depending on the disc and the projector. Disc-based projectors of this nature tend to produce a more natural and cinematic look compared to LED-based projectors, which rely on internal LEDs and a laser star module to form colorful, abstract visuals. So hopping over to the app, you can toggle both the disc projection and laser stars on or off, using them separately or together. Beyond that, you can adjust the disc scene's brightness and rotation speed, as well as separate controls for the laser star's brightness, speed, and animation direction. There are also a handful of built-in scene modes, but honestly, they feel a bit gimmicky in this context since you have to physically swap the discs to really change the scene. So those preset scene modes are really just combinations of the controls I just demoed. So how does the updated 2 Pro stack up against the original Galaxy Projector Pro? So I have it right here, and after using and testing both fairly in depth, I can honestly say the new 2 Pro is my favorite of the two, and objectively better in almost every way. Some things are of course subjective, like the included disc scenery or the body color and the design, but everything else on the 2 Pro is just a hands down clear improvement. Both projectors include 8 different scene discs, and there are no repeats on the 2 Pro. The discs also are not interchangeable between models. Disc loading is more intuitive on the 2 Pro. It has this new square disc design that makes swapping the discs smoother and easier compared to the original Galaxy Projector, where it was less obvious to align the disc in the tray. Just be aware that fingerprints are nearly impossible to avoid on any unit I've tested, so give them a wipe before you pop them back in. That said, it still feels somewhat old school to be manually loading tiny discs to change scenes in this day and age, but considering the challenges projecting realistic entire ceiling covering images with low power consumption, almost no noise, minimal heat in a small footprint, it's understandable why the technology is the way it is currently. So moving into the brightness tests, we're seeing a massive improvement on the 2 Pro. In fact, I'd say Govee's claim of double the brightness compared to the first generation is indeed accurate. This applies even to the laser stars, which have also received a significant boost in brightness, making them feel larger, more prominent, and more immersive overall. So beyond these new scene options, the brightness boost itself is definitely a huge advantage, giving us a noticeably more vivid and visible image. From my comparisons, the images are sharper and offer much better edge-to-edge clarity, something many disc-based Galaxy projectors struggle with. One interesting difference is with disc imagery placement. On the original GP Pro, most of the imagery sits around the outer edge of the projection, leaving the center relatively blank, presumably for the stars. On the 2 Pro, however, the imagery now fills more of the center, giving a fuller, more immersive effect. Another change is rotation speed. The 2 Pro's discs rotate slower at the fastest setting compared to the original. Now this has its pros and cons. You can now slow the rotation for more subtlety, but on the flip side, it also takes longer to cycle through the entire scene. Govee has also removed the old model's RGB projection fade, which projected solid colors over the scene. Now this feature always felt a bit odd and somewhat disrupted the main laser and disc projection, so it's nice to see it gone with resources focused on improving the core experience. As a bonus, I thought it would be interesting to compare the GP2 Pro to other popular projectors on the market, such as the Pococo Home Planetarium and the DSFX Zoom. The Galaxy 2 Pro is a hybrid disc and laser unit, which makes it a bit trickier to compare against these disc-only Galaxy projectors. Still, I decided to go ahead and run these comparisons anyhow. In terms of brightness alone, the GP2 Pro clearly excels against the others. Beyond that though, there's no clear winner per se, since each projector offers a very different effect, and of course, different style of image discs. It really comes down to personal preference. If you value the hybrid effect of lasers and disc imagery with dynamic colored discs, modern app control, and smart home integrations, the GP2 Pro is the move. If you want maximum star density, clarity, and realism, the DS-FX Zoom with its chrome disc technology and optical zooming lens might be your best bet. If you're looking for a balance of both worlds with a huge library of disc options at the most affordable price, the Pococo projector is definitely worth considering. Now, I've actually made dedicated videos on all these projectors if you're curious to learn more, along with affiliate links to each in the description below, which again go a long way to help support the channel at no extra cost to you. Or maybe what you're looking for is an LED-based Galaxy projector that doesn't use discs at all. Govee has 3 other star projector options, all of which I compared in the video popping up on screen now. No matter what style of projector you're interested in, I've probably made a video about it, so go ahead and click one or visit my channel page to find more.